Any question you want.
Yeah, so what would be your overall impression of the movie?
I thought the movie was very well done. Production value-wise, it was very professional, of course. And in terms of making its case, Dinesh D'Souza did a very good job. He did two important things. First, he drew the parallel between his own life experience, even so far as being born the same year, graduating the same year, married the same year, and even having the same pigmentation of as Barack Obama, and conflated this with Obama's own statements from the Dreams of My Father, his book, his audio recording of the book, in order to present his case that Barack Obama is pretty much a anti-colonialist, and that the positions of his father, who I frankly didn't know was a bigamist when the movie that was a new one to me, drives what he thinks, which is not actually unusual. People often follow in their father's footsteps, especially an idealized version of him.
So what do you, if there was one specific thing that you felt was maybe the most critical element in the movie that you found the most compelling?
I thought the Founding Fathers business. D'Souza contrasts America's Founding Fathers with Barack Obama's Founding Fathers, pointing to 5 or 6 different people, from Edward Said to Reverend Wright to Bill Ayers and other people who he associated with. And he uses Obama, and this is the real thing, he uses Obama's own words from Dreams of My Father, the audio recording, to establish these connections. And it's really clever in the sense that these connections were there. They're not hard to find in terms of the information, but because the mainstream media totally ignored it over the last 4 years, D'Souza's presentation of facts that should have already been in evidence becomes brand new to an audience that hasn't been given this information. And because a lot of this information comes from Obama itself and from interviews from people who knew his father, it's not something you can throw away as propaganda. And it's going to be extremely effective, and I think is the reason why this movie has done so well so far.
Now, as far as a game changer, how do you view this movie as really a strong game changer, maybe not at all, or somewhere in between? Well,
this is the thing. I have been almost alone. I think only Rush Limbaugh has been saying what I've been saying. For over a year, I have been arguing that every objective indication is that the Democrats in general, and Barack Obama in particular, are in huge trouble. I've been arguing that he's going to lose, and lose pretty bad. I've also argued that Mitt Romney was the weakest candidate to face him, but that Romney's still going to trounce him, and Romney's been a much better candidate. In terms of the true believers, I mean, the true believers already are going to vote against Obama. But tonight, you might recall when I was coming in, there were two ladies in the theater, and one had brought her friend. And that's the type of thing that'll happen, where people bring their friends, and suddenly there is a case made. And again, because the media never made the counter case, because the media decided to stay away from it, it's the type of thing that can swing some swing voters. But I've already believed that Obama's going to lose, barring massive stupidity by Mitt Romney. And Romney's not the type to make that big a mistake. He doesn't do anything big exciting, but he's not going to make a big mistake. So I don't